Okay, now we're going to pin. So we're going to get this, and we're going to line up the edge here, and pin the overlap. And then I'm going to take this pillow out now that I know exactly. Oh wait, actually, don't forget your pin. So here's my edge. Pin the side. Pin the other side where it ends. Don't take your pillow out unless you pin it on the edges. Now I can take my pillow out because I know exactly where my crease is. And now I can go like this and hold my pins again. Isn't that fabulous? And now I can center these where they need to be. And then I'm going to pin all down here. So now you're going to get your pillow and you're going to measure in inches. And you're going to measure the top to the bottom. Okay? Seam to seam, you know, like here's my seam up here and here's the seam at the bottom. I'm just going to do seam to seam. So that's about 16 inches for me. Here's the fun part. Now what we're going to do, from the very edge over here, from where you just sewn, you're going to need your masking tape. And you're going to need some pins. Get my pins. Okay? You're going to measure from the bottom of your stitch, not the bottom of this part, but where your stitch is. Here's your stitch, and you're going to go up 16 inches. Put your finger there and put a pin. Okay, that's one side. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, the other side, you're going to get, and do the same thing. Here to 16 inches and put a pin. Now you get your masking tape, okay, and from that pin to that pin, and you've got 16 inches, and that is going to be your seam line. Now, when I did this, I kind of did it wonky the first time because I sewed at this blue line down here. You have to make sure that wherever that pin is, that you put it, the very tip of it, that you do some pins and mark it where that ball point is, and mark it going this way, or with a pin or something, and dot it with a washable pin, so you know that that's where you're going to stitch, and not stitch down here, because if you do that, then it's going to be less than 16 inches, or less than the inches that you need. So now, what we're going to do is fast forward, and then I'm going to do 16 inches. I need to do 4 of them because I'm doing 5 pillowcases, 5 pillows. Okay? So from this one to this one, now I'm going to do the same thing before I fast forward. Oh! I'm going to go from that little ball on the pin into another 16 inches. Right there. Okay, so I'm at the end of my blue strap. Now, I did have to do 5. I'm sorry, I told you 4. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is my bottom, and this part is the part we're going to stitch right here. We have to stitch all along here because this all has to get cut off because we have our 5 pillowcase shams right here. So that's what we do next. Okay, let me adjust this real quick and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm running out of battery again. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just pin this up. Pin, 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 pin. And then I'm going to cut. And that's my excess right there. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, let's see, is it on this side? No, I think it's on the other end. Is keep your wash tags from your sheets, the ones that tell you like it's 100% cotton, washing cold, warm, whatever, you know, dry on low. Keep those and then re-sew those on. I'll show you that too because those are very important to keep on your fabric. Okay, so we sewed and we cut off the bottom, and I just went ahead and I serged the edge. So now the part of turning this inside out. Turning this inside out without trying to have to take your measurements all over again. So what you're going to do is this part is already sewn, so you can just take this off. Okay, keep that there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to transfer these pins on the inside to exactly the same spot. Where you had it before, only now you're just putting it on the inside. Oops, sorry. On the inside. Right where that tape is. Okay, and do this for all of them. Show you one more time. Just taking my pin, and then I'm just going and putting my hand on the inside, finding out where this is, and I'm just sticking it right underneath there, and back down, and try not to get. So if I were to show you on the inside what it looks like, it just looks like that. Okay, and do that for all of them. Okay, so I've pinned them all on the inside, and now I'm going to take my tape off because now I have a guide. Keep your tape because you're going to need it. So just put it to the side. What we'll do is we're going to turn this inside out to where it's pretty side out. Okay, so I got it all nice and flat. I did this end and I did all the way on the other end too. And so now this is where those pins come in handy. So now I don't have to remeasure because the pins are right where they were every 16 inches. So now I just get my blue painter's tape and then I just match it up again. Actually reminding from the edge, so have to make sure you're doing every 16 inches. So next, now what we got to do, now that we're all done with that, is we just need to sew a line all the way across on all 5 of these. And then we are almost done. Okay, one thing I forgot to tell you is the part where you want to pin is actually right here in the open, where the overlap is. So you want to put a pin there before you take it to the sewing machine so that that does not get all wonky on you. That's the only word I can think of.